lilcb, let's go. You're back at it. Alright. The first one, find the area of each figure. Round to the nearest hundreds if necessary. Number 1, it is a parallelogram with 3 numbers, dotted line in there with a right angle. Okay, the height is the dotted line, so the number that's going to be inside the parallelogram, and the base is the outside number, the number on the right. Okay, and then you take base times height, and that's your number. So the number on the right and the dotted line number, and that's it. Base times height. The number on the bottom doesn't even mean nothing. And the second one, it's a circle with a dotted line through the whole middle. And then there's only one number, but you have to divide that by 2 to get the radius. And then it's pi times the number you divided by 2 squared. Okay, make sure to square all the answers. Pi times the radius squared, and that's your answer. Number 3, you're doing, it's like a triangle with a right angle, and you have the height and you have the other one. Okay, you don't have the base, so you do the Pythagorean theorem on this one. So you're gonna do the height, and then you're gonna do plus b squared equals 17.3 squared. And this one is just, you just do 16.5 squared, put that in the calculator, but get that, and then minus the other one squared, c squared. Okay, and then the b squared is just the number that you got there, plus the forget what it's called, but it's like the check mark thing, like that you put in your calculator. Okay, like, yeah, you know what I'm talking about, future me. And then whenever you get that, you're gonna do that number times the height divided by 2. Okay, so that number times the height divided by 2. Okay, and that's gonna be your answer. And make sure to put like the stuff after it, like feet or meters or millimeters. Okay, and then number 4 is gonna be another parallelogram, but it's gonna be like a top. There's gonna be 2 bases. Okay, there's 2 bases. So the formula on this one is gonna be 1/2 times the dotted line that's in the middle, which is for me 7.5. Okay, and then it's gonna be parentheses the first base, or it doesn't matter, whichever base, plus the other base, parenthesis. Okay, so it's 1/2 times the dotted line number times parenthesis base plus base parenthesis. Okay, and that's your answer. Alright, now we have to find the volume and the surface area of each figure. Okay, this is easy peasy, bro. Like, you got this, lilcb. Let's go. Alright, so these ones are prisms. This one's a rectangle prism. Okay, so you have to do the base. You have to do, this one has 3 numbers, one on the bottom left and the bottom right, kinda, and then the side to the right. Okay, so you're gonna take the bottom number to the left, take that number times the other bottom number down there, and that is going to equal your area. Okay, and then you're going to do the area times the number on the right, which is your height. So area, and then times the height, and that will equal the answer for volume. That would equal volume. okay? And then your surface area is going to be your height times your perimeter, and your perimeter is going to be just the bottom numbers, like times 2. So 8 plus 8 and then 14 plus 14, like whatever that would equal for you, and then plus 2 times, which is, it's always 2 times area, so 2 times area. So height times perimeter plus 2 times area, okay? And that's your answer for surface area. And this next one for triangle, it's gonna be, there's like 4 numbers here. It's gonna be 1/2 times the dotted line number that's on the right angle. It's like a triangle, it's 3D. Okay, there's a dotted line in there, so it's gonna be 1/2 times the dotted line number times the number that is on the bottom of the dotted line number. And you're gonna equal that, and then whatever that equals, you're gonna times by the number on the top of the triangle. Okay, and that will equal your volume, and then your surface area will be the height, which is going to be the top number on the triangle, and then it's going to be times the perimeter, which for me is, hold on, it's going to be the side number to the left, and it's going to be the bottom number, and then it's going to be the number to the right, all added, okay? So it's going to be, yeah, it's going to be the number to the left, the farthest bottom, and then the farthest right, all added together, and that's going to be your perimeter, okay? And then it's going to be, okay, so let me rephrase that. Height times perimeter plus 2 times your area, or your area, okay? So height times perimeter plus 2 times area, okay? Alright, here we go. This next figure is like a parallelogram 3D with 2 bases. Okay, this one should be easy, should be really easy. It's gonna be 1/2 times the, it's gonna be the top of the parallelogram to the right, okay? So 1/2 times the top of the parallelogram to the right times parenthesis 24 plus, or the bottom number plus the very top number, okay, parenthesis, equals area. So 1/2 times the top right number, okay, it's gonna be above the right number, okay? So 1/2 times the top right number, parenthesis, bottom number plus the very top number, parenthesis, equals the area. And then you take the area times the right number, and then that's going to be your volume. And then for the surface area, you're going to do the height, which is going to be the very right number, times the perimeter, which is going to be the top number plus the top right number plus the top left number plus the bottom number, okay? So leave out the very right number, okay? And then you're going to do plus times 2, or 2 times area. So it's going to be height times perimeter plus times 2, or 2 times area, okay? Height times perimeter plus 2 times area. And that's your surface area. And then the cylinder one, good luck. Follow the sheet that she gives you. Hopefully you'll be fine. I hope. And this is fucking Tommy. Hate that guy. And then this next one is a triangle with like a dotted line in the middle of the triangle, like the 3D in the middle of it. Like, it's not like whatever, it's like in the middle, okay? You're gonna have to do Pythagorean theorem on this one, but you'll get it. So it's gonna be, you need to find the perimeter first. So it's gonna be 12 squared. Or no, that's for area for this one. It's gonna be the bottom numbers squared. So just one of the bottom numbers, because they're together, because they're all congruent. Okay, so that's gonna be squared, and that's gonna be your area. Okay, and it's gonna be 1/2 times, like, okay. Now we're gonna have to do the Pythagorean theorem. So scratch that 1/2 part, and you have to do the Pythagorean theorem with, you have to do the dotted line number plus half of the bottom number, okay, equals c squared, okay? And you get to solve that. Alright, it's just gonna be those added, and then put it into the calculator for that like check mark thing, okay? And then after you got that, after you solve that, you're gonna plug it back in and do 1/2 times the number you just got times the perimeter, so the bottom numbers times 2 plus the area, right? And then that's your volume. And then your surface area is gonna be 1/3 times area times the dotted line number. Okay, that's your surface area. And then yeah, that's all I got. That's all I got. Hopefully you'll be good. I hope. I really do. Okay, and also make sure to not forget to put like the centimeter and the meter and all that. And whenever it's volume, it's 3. It's squared to 3. So you do centimeter 3, meter 3. And then whenever it's surface area, you'll do power to 2. So like centimeter 2 and meter 2. Alright? Alright. Good luck out there, lilcb. I wish you the best of luck, I really do, bro. Like, we need this one. We need it bad.